If you're looking to add a new field to an existing Salesforce object, then you're in luck. This video will show you how in a few simple steps. So as we know, an object is a collection of information about a certain topic or a certain thing. It's kind of like a spreadsheet, assuming you're looking at a page of a spreadsheet. Each row is a record of that object and each column is a field of that object. So if I look at my object manager, this is where I select the object that I want to add a new field to. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to add a new field to the contact object as I want to store an extra piece of information about each of our contacts. So I've searched for contact. I'm now going to open the contact object. I can see the brief overview, and then I'm going to click Fields and Relationships. Here is where I see all the current fields for the contact object, and this is where I'm also going to create my new field. Here I'm going to select New to create a new field, and there are many different types of field you can create for a Salesforce object. From formulas to roll-up summaries, checkbox, currency, date, email, number, location, percent, phone, pick list, and one of the most common ones is text. Also time and URL. I'm not going to go through each one individually. It's got a good description there, and the best way to get used to each field type is to muck around and have a play yourself. In my case, I'm going to add a new text field, which stores the coffee preference of each contact. So it's just for a laugh. It's not serious, but I'm going to call the field label coffee preference. Get an extra F in there. Length 255 is fine. Description, I'm just going to say, what is the contact's preferred coffee? I'm going to add the same. It doesn't really matter if you do these or not, but it does help. In this case, I can now click Next. There's options there, whether you want to make it required or not. This is important. You need to determine who has access to that field. So which users of your Salesforce org can see that new field you've created. Sometimes you might create a field and it's got sensitive information, which you don't want everyone to see, or it may just not be useful to most people. So if it's not useful to them, it's just going to clog up their page layouts. So there's no point hiding it, showing it to them. So you might want to take it away from them in that sense. But in this case, it's a very bland piece of information. It's not sensitive and it might be useful for everyone to know. So I'm going to say everyone gets access. So it's visible. Everyone can see it, all the different profiles. I'll go next. And then also important is, do you want to have this new field added to the existing page layouts? In my case, I definitely do. So I'm going to select them all and go save. And that is how simple it is to add a new field to your object. So now I'm going to go and look at the contact object just to see my new field. I'll just look for the sales app. I'll then look at the contacts tab and I'll open up a contact record, and I should be able to see my new coffee field towards the top of that view. Let's have a look here. Is there any contacts here? Okay, Rose Gonzalez. Now if I look at details, which should be where the standard page layout is loaded, I want to scroll down and hopefully see coffee here. Coffee preference. So that's the description I gave it. What is the contact's preferred coffee? So if I want to add that, I can just do this. And then I will say, latte or whatever it may be. Save that. And I've now got a new field on my object, which is ready for data input. Hope that helps.